Hi, this is for both the Premier and Dr. Hinshaw. Cases have been going up the last few months. Personal responsibility and tough talk really don't seem to have worked. Why not impose a lockdown like the UK, Germany, and France and stamp the virus out? Now, we've been told that there needs to be a balance, but the virus is spreading in workplaces too. And for Dr. Hinshaw specifically, what formal and informal advice did you provide the Premier?
Well, what you describe as a lockdown, first of all, constitutes a massive invasion of the exercise of people's fundamental rights and a massive impact on their not only their personal liberties, but their ability to put food on the table, to sustain themselves financially. That has huge downstream effects. Look, so far this year, let's put this in perspective. While we have to take the COVID threat very seriously, it is currently projected to be the 11th most common cause of death in Alberta this year. To date, we've lost approximately 340 lives, sadly, to COVID-19. In a typical year, 16,000 to 17,000 people pass away in Alberta. And so currently, this represents a tiny proportion of the deaths in our province. Currently, the number of deaths amongst people over the age of 65 in Alberta, who of course are those most threatened by COVID-19, is below the 5-year average, but the number of deaths for people under the age of 65, who are much less affected by this disease, is significantly above the 5-year average. Much of that seems to be due to the significant increase in opioid-related deaths, much of which we believe is actually related indirectly to the COVID pandemic because, for a number of other causes. So we actually have more deaths this year from opioid overdoses than we do to COVID. And so we have to look at all of these things in context and balance them. And I think Alberta has demonstrated that we've done very well through most of the past 9 months. Now we are seeing a significant spike, as are most other jurisdictions across the Western world. And we're taking appropriate steps that take a minimal impairment approach to the exercise of people's constitutional rights and to their right to take care of their families and have financial security as well.